Darkcast Network. Indie pods with a dark side.
You are listening to Castles and Cryptids, where the castles are haunted and the cryptids are cryptic as fuck. And I'm your host, Alana.
And I'm Kelsey.
We're bringing in the noise, bringing in the funk, with my raspy voice today. I also have one of them little cryptids on my desk. Did you get this from me or someone else? Because they're like those little reticulated ones. They shake and all their little limbs flop about. But they're like 3D printed
like
ones.
a 3D. Yeah. I don't remember getting you one. I've gotten some for other people, like Nightmare Before Christmas ones and stuff.
Oh, somebody got me a swamp, like a swampy thing.
Oh, yeah. It's like a creature from the Black Lagoon looking guy.
I think so.
Fish boy.
I will take a picture for Instagram because I got that guy. I don't remember when. Who got me the swamp creature? Mom, Ressa? And then I have a little, like, he looks like a little Yeti sitting down, like figurine guy. He's cute. And then also for Christmas, somebody got me a grow a Sasquatch. So I still have to grow my Sasquatch.
Is it like a squishy thing, or is it like one of those chia pets where it's just the fur?
Oh, no, yeah, it's like the water. Put it in the water and it gets bigger. Yes, we are recording this one a little late because it's going to come out pretty shortly after we
in a couple days.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I've been having a bit of a busy week with stuff and telling Kelsey kids are leaving the nest and all these things, and it's just been a little weird, so I didn't get as much done, and then it's like, oh my god, I have to finish my notes. Like
we need to record.
We did our
How
Patreon.
does 2 weeks go by so fast?
I know,
like you blink and there's another 2 weeks, and
it's really made me like lazy. Like I feel like I can just be like, I'll do the notes later, you know. But it used to be like, well, you got notes and then type and then record and then edit and then live your life by the pod.
With my work schedule, I maybe have one part of a day a week that I can work on anything. Like I think I posted our Facebook or stuff for the last episode. I think I did Facebook and YouTube and the website like almost 3 or 4 days after the episode actually came out, because that was the first chance I had. It's like I don't want to do it before work because going through everything, it's like sometimes 45 minutes to an hour is like, oh, if I only have like 3 hours before work, I don't want to spend a third of it sitting there doing this. So then it's like, okay, well, that'll be like another 2 days before that gets done. It's like, damn.
Yeah, you can't really set aside a day or a half day when you only have 1 to 2 days off a week. Usually it's just tough for most people. So
yeah, especially like it wouldn't be a big deal if I always had evenings off, but yeah, if I'm working till 9:30 p.m. then like the last thing I want to do when I come home is work on something else.
No, I know. And I feel like I should have more. It's like the illusion of having more time doing the 4-day work week because you get 3 days off, but you're still working the same amount of hours. And you're still tired when you come home after working 10 hours like I did today. And I'm like, Kelsey, can we record today? Oh no. She's like, I'm going to be a little tired. I'm like, that's okay.
I told you
Yeah.
They don't normally do it at work, but I closed last night. And then I opened this morning, so yeah, I went to sleep at sometime between 11:30 and midnight, and then I woke up at 4:30 in the morning to get ready for work again. I was like, oh, that's cool.
I know sometimes I think about like what time I go to bed and what time like my alarm clock goes off and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, you're lucky if you're allowing yourself to get like 7 hours of sleep if it's not the weekend.
I used to have the
Yeah.
luxury of almost always being able to get 7, 8 hours of sleep, but the at least the last year, absolutely not. A lot of times I'm getting like 5, 6 hours now. So
Yep.
yeah, or 4.5.
Oh, come on. You can still bounce back. You're 30? No. That's so
31
funny.
now. I'm
Damn it.
It's ancient.
It's
I
true, isn't
need my
it?
sleep. I need
And
my sleep.
you're probably around the time where you'll start to not remember your age like I do, where I second guess myself. Wait. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. People are always like, can't party like I used to and then go into work the next day.
No, that was never me. I was never the party person. I don't know. It's just like
Oh, yeah, it depends, right? If you have the stuff in your system to keep you going, then it's easy. Ugh.
I had to skip all that freaking
Damn it, compromised immune
medical.
systems? No.
I know, medical conditions, everything, blood work all the time. Can't drink on medication.
Excuse
I'm
me.
not supposed to technically have more than one drink a week. So it's like, and then
Oh.
they're like, "Oh, well, like, I hope you understand. You can't save up your one drink a week." And then it's like, "Okay, but I can, can't I?" Like,
Damn, that's rough
uh,
though. Yeah. I was gonna say, it
I don't
reminds
know.
me of.
I've never had a problem. Like, I've never noticed that my medication doesn't work as good.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
when we
I
went on
thought you meant a drinking
holidays,
problem. I was like, no, we know.
no, no, like when I was on
Oops.
holidays, there was probably a lot of days I was having 7, 8 drinks a day. So
And
for
that's one
like,
you have to take every day. The med or whatever.
um, well, what they're both processed like through your liver, so
Mm,
yeah, it like can cause problems if you're drinking a lot. And then
makes sense.
uh yeah, but I've never noticed a problem. Like I didn't notice any problems. I've been on the same medication at the same dosage for almost 10 years, and I've never noticed a problem of like me drinking like when I was on holidays and having 5 or 6 minimum drinks a day for like a week. I did not notice I was feeling any different than when I don't drink at all for a month at a time. So I don't know. Feel like if I did, I
Right,
wouldn't
like,
do it, but
yeah.
I've never had a problem.
Yeah, no, you do
But
hear
I know
there's
I'm
certain.
not supposed to.
Well, no, and certain ones when you hear about when they're like, don't mix them with medication, people are like, yeah, yeah, and then it's like antibiotics or something, and they do, and they're like, and then I was fucked. And you're like, yeah,
Yeah.
or something.
No,
But
this is just more so like the medication is just really hard on your liver and anything, so you don't want to put it under
oh,
like excessive stress. So it's like, yeah, it's
my like,
understandable.
right. I like have I bought the extra strength ibuprofen, and not only were they a little bit too big, the liquid gels, I don't like them.
Mm.
It's like this may cause like stomach bleeding or something, and you're like, oh, you have to put
Yep.
that on the packaging. Fun. It's like
Yeah,
great.
that's why when you have like stomach problems or anything, they always tell you to take acetaminophen or Tylenol. You're not supposed to take
Oh,
Advil or anything because it's a lot harder on your
yeah.
like GI tract and everything. So,
Mm.
yeah, that's always fun. I always tell people like, "Oh, if you have stomach problems, like just don't ever take Advil.
Oh
It's
God.
not good on your stomach, especially if you're having to take pain medication on an empty stomach, like not with a meal or something, or like
Mm.
within an hour of eating. It's probably not good to take Advil on an empty stomach ever."
I really want, yeah. Yeah. I feel like we've gone far enough up. Yeah, I won't take any meds on an empty stomach. I've just discovered
Yeah.
that puking up when the medication's still in there sometimes can be really horrible. And I used to have a
Yeah.
cast iron stomach, I tell you, or so my mom says. But
Yeah.
not so much nowadays.
No.
Ugh.
You're just like, oh, heartburn. Gotta have a Tums.
I
You
think so.
eat too
I
much
never.
greasy food and you're like, I have acid reflux now.
Yeah. I think mine is indigestion, but I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. Everyone said they got heartburn when they were pregnant, and I was like, I don't think I did, but maybe I just didn't recognize what the feeling was.
Oh,
Ugh,
yeah. I totally forgot about
yeah.
that.
What?
I know my sister-in-law, when she was pregnant with my niece, had
Yeah.
really, really bad heartburn. And then
It's common.
I don't really remember it being a thing when she had my nephew. So, interesting.
Every prego's different. Like every
Yeah.
pregnancy. I mean, like literally. Same woman.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. We're like tangent-a-thons. No.
Yeah. It's our pre-show banter. Pre-show, it's still the
Exactly.
show. That's why you guys tune in.
It is. I didn't mean to get off on intestinal tracts and shit. Just trying to avoid talking about the serious, serious things and things. I just want to have fun. Um. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Was there anything else we want to talk about on the pod? I know last time I talked to you, we had a nice comment on Spotify that when I was on our
Oh
Spotify
yeah.
for creators, yeah, where you can see if people comment and stuff, and it actually alerts you. You're like, oh yeah. I don't, you know what? I don't think I'm signed into it now because my stupid computer probably signed me out. But it was very nice, and I wanted to shout them out. And I do remember it was something along the lines of they were very happy to have us back because they didn't realize how much we were in their routine, which was very sweet.
Yeah, very sweet.
Love
We
a
love
nice
all
comment.
our repeat listeners. I almost said repeat offenders.
Basically.
That's not what I meant.
No, I don't think this is the right website either. Spotify for artists. Hello. Nope.
Freaking Spotify.
I don't know anymore, man. I'll look it up after. Maybe after we get back from the break, I can show up the specific.
Yeah, we've used
comment.
too many recording things. We're using Zencaster. No, that's what we're using now. We were using Anchor. Then we were using Spotify.
No,
Then
and
we
I'm
were
still
using Clean Feed for a while. Now we're using Zencaster.
no, and I'm not even. I wasn't even wanting to open it up to record. It's because that's where you go to look at your Spotify comments and your Spotify analytics for your
Yeah.
podcast. Oh,
Yeah.
God, who cares? You guys don't.
It's been a journey.
Yeah. No, we're happy to be. We'll try to keep back on our 2-week schedule, and let you know if there's any other, stuff that comes up.
Yeah. Hopefully we can get back into more of a routine.
Yes, and we did just post onto Patreon, which you might have noticed showing up in the Spotify feed. If you listen on Spotify, please don't forget to rate us. But yes, it'll show you all the Patreon exclusive episodes you can get now. They'll just show up as locked in the feed, and we just dropped our one. I would call it our February one, I guess, because I just dropped it. But yeah, it was a pretty fun one where we had some cuddly saves and you brought some animal content, which I always enjoy. And then I went through my Ask Reddit, what's the weirdest things you found in autopsies? And I don't know, just go look. I put it all in the description.
Yeah, it was lots of fun.
Yeah.
I didn't know how long that episode was going to end up being, and I was shocked when it said it was an hour and 20 minutes. I was like, damn, we thought this was going to be a short episode. We're incapable of doing anything that's not 90 minutes.
It's true. We talked a lot about, or some movie tangents, and I complained that I had a sleepless night where I'd been listening to so much of the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 soundtrack that I had a David Bowie song stuck in my head that I did not know the words to, did not really care for, and had been playing on my in my head radio for so long that when I was doing the editing 2 days ago, I was like, it's still on and off in my head. And yes, the song
Oh,
is
that really sucks.
Moon Age Daydream. So I'm calling it my Moon Age Daydream Nightmare. It's okay. It's in Guardians, and it's they only play like the first part of it in the movie because it's just like the It starts like, I'm an alligator, I'm a mama papa coming for you.
Yeah,
I'm a space invader. Anyway, it's not my fault that it's catchy, but now it's gonna be stuck in my head again.
it's David
so thanks
Bowie,
very
of course
much.
it is.
No offense to David Bowie. I just was like, literally, this song is in my head and I can't sleep. And I'm like, someone's torturing me from outside of my brain.
Yeah. But anyway, you guys are here for the castles. That's what.
We are doing castles. Yay.
Yeah, it's been a moment. I don't know how long. Somebody can let us know. I don't want to scroll through our list of episodes right now.
I mean, we do some, but yeah, I was gonna say at least we do get known for doing like more historical stuff, castles, crimes, and weird history and mystery. Yeah. Oh,
as long as we don't get labeled a political podcast or something.
Yeah, it even feels weird when you have to pick up two categories, and if from the generic ones there's like true crime and maybe comedy that applies, you're like, oh, even that together feels a little gross.
Make some more, like, with how many millions basically podcasts there are now, make some better categories, please.
Could we just be edutainment, possibly?
Yeah.
Could kind of learn something, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah. Something. Figure that out. Somebody get on that.
Oh, after our last episode, a brief mention of my brother telling me that he had watched something or heard something about Caravaggio and how he was murdered and all this stuff. And I was like, wait, what? I was like, I
recorded that episode a month ago. I don't know anything.
Yeah, I did not remember.
I don't remember.
It was not a big part of my segment, but I did a couple different things, so that's my fault. Fake chairs, fakins, fake Caravaggio.
Oh, yeah. I remember now.
Yeah. Everyone's just trying to cash in on it, right? Everything.
Yeah.
We're faking it till we make it over here. So.
We've been faking it for years.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Tell us a story.
I'm gonna take you to Germany.
I was like, are we going the Wayback Machine?
Yeah, come back. Come on a journey with me to Germany.
Cut to memory. That's funny.
Yeah, just the camera begins to become blurry, and suddenly when it refocuses, we're in Germany. At the Borg Eltz, or Eltz Castle. I chose it because it looked, well, for two reasons. One of the reasons was it just looked really pretty.
It's probably one of those ones that comes up on the lists. Yeah, you're like, ooh.
Yeah.
I think I've heard of it too. Yeah, I might have come across it.
And it's located in Wierschem, Germany. And it's pretty popular because it's one of the few castles in the area that wasn't destroyed during a siege. And it can still be visited. Oh, wow. They have tours and everything going on. So it's pretty cool. If you want to go visit it, you can.
Yeah. That's the thing. Things get bombed in wars.
Yeah. And I didn't get into a whole lot of it. There have been different restorations and like some parts of it that did get damaged. there was like a kind of popular like battle between a family and then like somebody that lived nearby, I think, and there's a whole bunch of details on it, but it's a very, very old castle. We're talking like 800 years of history and stuff, so I'm just not going to get into that because I'm sorry, I can't cover 800 years. It's too much.
I ran into a similar issue, yes.
Yeah, it's just like,
So,
we'd be here for 9 hours. And it's kind of interesting though, because I guess the castle itself is on these grounds, and but it's all kind of considered the Borg Castle, or Borg Eltz.
okay.
And the castle grounds actually consist of multiple buildings that were built or added to at different times. And the oldest building was a simple manor that was built in the 9th century.
Just a simple kind of manner. Yeah. Sorry.
So, very old. And then in 1157, was this Emperor Frederick, I think it's Frederick the First Barbarossa. He issued a deme of donation to Rudolf von Eltz, and everything I read, I still never really understood what this meant, but it sounded like that the manor had been built and then it was like given to the Eltz family this year in 1157.
Oh, fun.
But
okay.
Sorry if I'm not understanding that properly, because I tried.
So many people will be like,
really
no.
Yeah, God, we're gonna get canceled because I couldn't read this freaking castle's website properly.
I'll put it on our Reddit and somebody will correct us inevitably.
Yeah.
Somebody always knows better on Reddit. Sorry.
Kudos. So I got my information from like the littlehouseofhorrors.com. They had like a nice little thing about the castle. And then the Borg Eltz website was also phenomenal. They had a whole history where you could go back like every few years and read about all the restorations, and then they had separate thing that was talking about who lived in the castle in like every single year all the way back to this. So it was insane because again it's like 800 years and
sounds like a guest
it's too much
almost. Yeah,
but fantastic work. Good effort on there. I really appreciated it in trying to do research when I could pick and choose what I thought was interesting.
Oh no, that's good, because my problem was it had like kind of a timeline on one of the websites, and I started to jot things down. Yeah, and I'm like, okay, cool. And then like thinking that's the whole thing, because it's like I'm reading from left to right on the website, and then like scroll down, and I was like, oh no, there's more dates. Are they doing like every couple of decades? And I had already written down like the first bit, so I had to cut out so much because it was just boring.
That was me clicking through chunks of 50 years at a time for 800 years going, Jesus Christ, I can't do this right now.
It's like, like an almanac or something. They're just like, and then I showing the sheep. Actually, I heard someone call almanacs the podcast of the history or something, because maybe there was a lot of them that lots of people wrote. Who knows?
So important years. 1157 seems like the Eltz family gets given or donated the property, and then the next kind of year that kept getting mentioned was 1268, and this was off their website. It was kind of cute. It said the brothers Elias, nicknamed the Golden Lion, and Wilhelm of the Silver Lion, and Theodric. It's like Theo Roderick. I don't know. Theodric. Never heard that name before, but I like it. His nickname
Podrick
was
Payne.
with the buffalo horns. Yeah. So three of the family members of the Eltz family had a dispute in the year 1268, and the family, at the time, they were all living on the property. But when they had this dispute, the family actually split up the estate and the castle that was on there, and they divided it among these three brothers and deemed it like three separate branches of the family, and each ended up developing their own coat of arms. And from that point on, the castle was a so-called, oh god, I forgot about this word.
Ganner. Super German.
Ganner Benberg. I'm so sorry.
Just say it with some German conviction. Ganner Benberg.
I can't. I don't know.
A harsh tone.
Sorry. I can't. It's a castle that's inhabited by several lines of a family at the same time. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Multi-generational.
Yeah, so they start. Kind of like the whole castle grounds actually isn't even that big. So when the family split up in 1268, each of them were like, I'm gonna build my own castle in the grounds, or like these different towers. And then because the grounds weren't very big, they all kind of just started building upwards. So they have these really nice towers and everything, but each family didn't really like each other. And they were still living on the same property, but they were like operating independently and then sharing certain common areas. So yeah, it's kind of interesting setup. One I hadn't necessarily heard of before.
I mean, having read a lot of historical shit sometimes, I think it's like, yeah, like the more like big your castle was, I feel like at least the more space you could get from that family member that maybe you were married to, not by love or whatever. You go to your chambers and I'll go to mine. Like, you know, even on like the crown, like the queen has her own fucking bedroom and so does the king, and they just have a little connecting whatever. Sex corridor.
Yeah. So for the different branches, the family continued building on the grounds for the next 500 or so years, adding additions mainly upwards as the space on the grounds was limited, because it is kind of like on the top of like a cliff or like a mountain thing, so it's very picturesque because it's surrounded by like beautiful mountains, a beautiful forest, and it's just like perfectly perched there, and like a fairy tale castle.
I like that. Yeah, sometimes it's like so much grounds, like a big field, not a field, but you know what I mean, like a big lawn. Yeah, that can be almost
this is
too
tiny
pristine.
with like a beautiful like road leading to it that kind of like drops off on each side, like it's basically like a path.
Oh, that's cool, because I got a cool one too, and none of them British fancy pants castles.
Was described because like the different families building at different times over 500 years. It's described as both medieval and Renaissance styles. So it kind of, you can see like different parts of it. Like some of it's white and red, and then other parts are like stone. So it looks kind of cool. And it was the home of the Counts of Eltz, which were those three family members. They were the counts, and they were the cats. It remains in the family for the next 33 generations, which is crazy.
Jesus.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, the castle was divided into several parts, each belonging to one of the three different branches of the family. And each family owned their own part of the castle, but together they shared the responsibility of the defensive fortification, because there is like stone walls surrounding it. And then the servants, craftsmen, and other families who supported these Eltz families, they lived, I think it was a little hard to understand. It seemed like they lived in the village that was below the castle, like, because the castle's way up high, so they lived in the village underneath.
Yeah, that's pretty smart though. I mean, people have to come up really high to get at you. They're not going to just
Yeah,
stop
and that's what they
by.
talked about. It was like a really good defensive position because you could see everybody coming for quite a long ways, which made it really good that um, it never got destroyed and everything like that. That was part of the
No.
reason.
It does look like there's just like one road in. And
Yeah,
it's
seemed like
very
it.
beautiful. You're like, oh, that's
I
almost like
love it. As soon as I saw pictures, I was like, ooh, fairy tale. It really is.
Well, the turrets remind me of I think it's Neuschwanstein, the
Yeah.
one that this like actual um Cinderella or Sleeping Beauty one that they based off of, like that they use at
Oh,
Disney and
really?
stuff. I think it's Neuschwanstein, but don't ask me how to spell that. But yeah, it's like the pointy turrets. Yeah, like it's I love it. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, it
Those
looks
are
very like medieval, and then there's just like
yeah, because the turrets have
little
that like
white and
white.
red.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
like I don't even know how to say it, but yeah, it's like that white with the brown um stripes, checkered, whatever. I don't know.
I don't
The
know.
turrets are unique.
Yeah. So Borg Eltz is located on a 70-meter or 230-foot high rock spur
Hmm.
at the center of a highly important Roman, or at the time, was a highly important Roman trade route that existed between the farmlands and the markets. So it was like on the way. I
Yeah.
mentioned it was a very strategic position. Uh, Now, like, that matters a little bit less so. It kind of is just surrounded by the Eltz forest that has actually been declared a national reserve. And the main attraction are the castle's 8 towers, standing up to 35 meters high. So they're very popular.
You could have 8 fair maidens.
Yeah. Like Rapunzel. It's a very popular destination to visit as the castle remains in one piece while all other castles in the area have at least partially been destroyed during various
Oh,
battles over those centuries.
right.
Um, yeah, they avoided the destruction partially because of the situation, like being the vantage point there, and because they ended up forming many alliances. The families did in the area and then across Europe. So
Okay.
I guess they were pretty um, kind of cutthroat about it. Some stuff was talking about like they weren't always aligning themselves with the best people
Hmm.
and things, but
Hedge your bets. If you have someone on either side of the
yeah,
war, and you're one of those people.
maybe. I mean, you
Yeah.
have 3 families that don't necessarily get along trying to look after a property. So who really knows what was going on?
And I'm just trying to think of all the
What the drama.
well, and after World War II, like they bombed so many places, especially
Yeah.
London, the Blitz, that I'm sure people would try to retaliate and, bomb
Yeah.
some of Germany's castles and historic landmarks if they could. But
Yeah.
that sucks.
So yeah, there's, like I said, a whole bunch of history if you really want to get into like the more historical side.
Always. No, we can go down
Yeah,
that
there's a
rabbit hole on
lot.
our own. Yeah.
As far as the owners, they're always called the Counts of Eltz, and it, as I said, it has remained in the family for 33 generations and over 800 years. Apparently, the passing of the property, I think it seems to mainly be one person at a time now. It's not still the 3 separate families. It seems to mainly
Okay.
be looked after by one person. Um, but the chain of like, other than like sometimes a wife marrying into the family, and then the husband ended up dying, but technically through marriage it's still in the Eltz family because they got married.
Yeah.
The chain of like it remaining in the family has been fully unbroken. It's never broken.
Yeah, I would still consider
Custody,
that
I don't know.
family. Yeah, like obviously you have
Yeah,
to
for
marry
800
in.
years,
Yeah.
which I guess is very, very rare for at no point it not to have been under like the stewardship of like anybody else. So it's pretty
No,
cool.
yeah, you don't really hear about that now that I think of it.
Yeah. So the yeah, like I said, the how pretty it was and like fairy tale looking is one of the reasons I picked it, and this story is the second reason I picked it. It's
Ooh.
the story of Agnes Eltz, and this is how it comes up on like the it being creepy, I guess,
Oh
or
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. We did
haunted
try to pick
maybe.
creepy castles, not necessarily haunted ones this
Yeah,
time. That's right.
mine might be a little bit haunted. There's like a few
Oh, that's
things,
always
but I
fun.
thought this is a really cool story. And I couldn't find it on their website, so but I found it in a lot of the sources and things I was reading, so hopefully this is fairly accurate. Uh, so Agnes Eltz, she was the daughter of the 15th Count of Eltz, and she was raised surrounded by only her brothers, and grew up loving to play warrior and like fighting with them and stuff,
Oh,
which was pretty.
she
Yeah,
was a tomboy, as they'd say in
cool.
my day.
Yeah. Um, Eventually, I guess she was promised to this knight of Braunsberg, like to get married, and the pair, I think, over the next little while, would meet occasionally to try and get to know one another.
I'll
And it
bet
didn't
they
really go
did.
very well.
Yeah.
Um, didn't go very well. Agnes did not like
Oh.
this knight at
Oh
all. She
no.
thought he was boring. She
Oh, I
thought he was
misread that.
boring and would ignore him. Yeah.
Okay.
Um, yeah, so because she thought he was boring, this obviously angered him, and during a festive event that was happening, reportedly he pulled Agnes onto the dance floor and like kissed her in front of everybody, and she did not like that. She got really angry and smacked him in the face in front of everybody.
Sounds like the start of a romantic
Yeah, you
movie.
better just pursue her for the next 3 to 5 years, no matter how many times she says no.
Okay, but literally on the romance like whatever subreddit, it's like the common trope is the enemies to lovers. And you're like, yeah, you
Yeah.
see that all the time where they start up with like, I can't stand you or whatever. And the next thing you know.
I
Yeah.
mean, there's a certain point where even if you can't stand somebody, you should still be attracted to them. If you can't stand them and you also aren't attracted to them, it's probably not going to happen. I'm sorry to tell you.
No, no, this isn't sounding as sexy as I'd hoped.
No, sorry to burst the bubble.
No, that's okay. If you're grabbing a drink, you can just grab it quickly, fella. I will be 2 seconds.
Oh yeah,
All right, sorry.
yeah. Yeah. So he kisses her on the dance floor. She gets mad, smacks him in the face. He gets mad, storms out of the castle. And
Oh, in a huff. Okay.
yep. I guess it was bad enough of like a scene that the Eltz family was afraid that the knight would come back and try and get revenge on them. So they ended up doubling the number of guards that they had on the castle.
Okay.
Yeah. So this went on for like days. So days are passing, and then weeks, and then finally months are going by, and there's no sign of the knight. So they eventually assume he lost interest. And
It's like a lot of
yeah.
effort to go to for one spurned night or whatever. But okay. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's not very.
Sensing a twist.
It's not a happy ending, I'll say that much.
Yeah.
No, The Eltz family eventually let their guard down again, as it had been months. And yeah, so a bunch
They
of the
literally
guys,
let
or
their
like
guards down. Sorry.
all of the guys end up going on this like 3-day hunting trip.
Okay.
And obviously they had no way of knowing that the Knight of Braunsberg had been waiting. And I guess on the first night, after all the men left to go on that hunting trip, he and the troops that he had like been waiting with, they all attacked the castle that same night. And it was mayhem. So they like killed the guards that were posted at the gate, stormed into the courtyard, and just killed everybody that got in their way. So basically, just massacred everybody that was on the property.
God forbid you
Right.
reject that man. And he has forces. Jesus.
Right. Yeah, so Agnes, who had grown up like fighting with her brothers and everything, she was witnessing all these killings of everybody on the property, and she didn't like seeing innocent people being killed. So she went and she got, I don't know who of her brothers, but she got one of their helmets, a breastplate, and then got one of the battle axes and began fighting the men out in the courtyard.
Oh, cool.
But they couldn't tell it was her. And that night, the Knight of Braunsberg, he was shocked that someone was fighting, and
Fighting back.
he decided that he was going to challenge this person directly. So, like, just started fighting them one-on-one. But not really fighting them, because he had a crossbow and shot them with the crossbow, which killed them instantly. Yeah, he brought a crossbow to a sword fight. And
yeah, that's pretty shitty. Like,
yeah,
I assume he had all these men and they're using whatever weapons, but he just basically snipes her from afar. Like, okay.
yeah. So he had no way of knowing. He approaches the knight's body, like wanting to see who it is, and removes their helmet, only then discovering it was Agnes, and she was already dead. So he had shot her. Yeah.
Well, something similar happened in
Right?
Outlander.
Of course it did.
Nobody cares. Take a drink.
But yeah, I liked the story of Agnes. I wish I'd been able to find more details. That was the most detailed telling I could find of it.
I like that. I feel like when I was looking for a case, like, I love stories that like stand
cool.
out to you. Yeah, with bravery and stuff like that. You're like, oh,
yeah,
she's cool.
Yeah, she went up against a whole troop of men, and because she didn't want to let them get away with it.
So, hey, have you been?
Yeah, kudos to Agnes.
I swear this made me think of this. Have you watched any of the Night of the Seven Kingdoms yet?
No.
The new Game of Thrones spinoff?
I have like so little interest in Game of Thrones anymore. I don't know. It's like...
Oh, it reminds me of a story that happens in that book. Anyway, they just started doing an adaptation of it. It's pretty good, but I get it. I get the Game of Thrones fatigue. They're just I liked the characters from reading the book of it before.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's this big tall knight called Sir Duncan the Tall, or Dunk for short, and his companion Egg, who, spoiler, is an Aegon of the Targaryens.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. They tromp around, and if they end up doing this story, there's a lady that is he doesn't know that she's the lady of the house because she's doing archery and stuff when he comes down. And she's a long red braid. And I was like, oh, I hope they do this season. I really loved her character. She's so cool. I don't know. He's kind of like an Arya Stark, you know? Who didn't love Arya? Much as you might have hated her ending and everyone else's. Like,
yeah. I
don't get me started. Pat's like, oh, he's basically like George R. R. Martin's like, I don't have to finish it if I don't want, or something to that effect. And I was like, yeah, of course, because he's got fuck you money, and you know he could die any day.
Yeah, he's like 90 years old.
Yeah, his publishers can't get him to do anything. He's not though. He's similar in age to Diana Gabaldon, and she finished all of Outlander, mostly. It's coming out now. Next book, last book.
Oh, damn.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so there's a few little tidbits of like possible hauntings, I guess. Not a whole lot, but the Borg Castle is said to be haunted, and the most haunted room is said to be the Countess room, which I guess belonged to Agnes.
Oh.
And I did find some cool pictures of the inside, but when I tried to look up, like, specifically the Countess room, I kept getting different pictures, so I don't actually know which one. Yeah. That was kind of annoying. I was like, oh. Because apparently in the Countess room, I guess, I don't know if they have it displayed or just in the room, but apparently they have the armor that she wore when she died and the battle axe in the room. So I thought, like, if that was a whole thing about the tour and everything, at least they'd have that room labeled in some of the fucking pictures, but couldn't find it.
No, you gotta go pay the admission.
According to the staff, they say that Agnes also haunts the hallways along with the Countess room, and that they report somebody turning on and off lights and opening and closing doors.
Those ghosts are always looking for something. Where did I put it?
Where did I leave my car keys?
They all just have ADHD. Or you did the thing where you leave the room and as soon as you go through the doorway, you don't remember what you needed.
Yeah, that's ghosts all the time. They also report whispers and the sounds of children giggling heard in the hallways.
Ooh.
The staff apparently lock all the doors in the castle up at night, and then when they return in the morning, sometimes they find them all to be unlocked, which is kind of creepy.
Oh yeah, and annoying because you're trying to shut the place up for the night.
Right?
Just trying to do your job.
They also apparently report a phantom medieval knight that can be found on horseback at the gate. And some of them, like the staff and everything, believe that he is actually the Knight of Braunsberg, and he's there looking for Agnes's forgiveness. Which
not the real Knigget himself.
Yeah. Sorry, I shot you with a fucking crossbow. Can you ever forgive me for kissing you in public without your consent?
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Every 90s movie taught us that was the way to go.
Yeah.
The big gesture.
Did she say no? Only try 500 more times.
Well, maybe that's
convince
shaped
her
the
best
way
friend to help you.
I am today. He didn't kiss me up against a wall? Fuck him. He wouldn't take
it wasn't raining?
Hot. No.
You can't control the weather. So if you were interested in visiting the Borg Eltz, it is open to the public.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It actually has a long history of tourism and people wanting to visit. There's different, like, emperors and all these people that would travel through that would end up visiting, and people noting, like, visiting the castle dates all the way back to 1820. which is crazy. Yeah,
I
of
mean,
people like
yeah.
intentionally going there, not like to visit the family, but just to see the castle and like go
Like as
into the
actual like
castle and then like
tourism.
leave.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel
that's,
like that wasn't really a thing. Like maybe you moved
yeah, it was
somewhere
kind of
like
crazy.
to take a cure, the prairie cure or something, but you weren't
Yeah, I
just
was
like,
like, that's pretty cool. Uh,
yeah, as like
and
an
then
actual
from,
tourist attraction itself, kind of
yeah, all
pretty
the way
early
back to
on.
1820. I was like, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
I mean, people used to like
From
take shit
18,
from murder sites and crime scenes, but that was just us being disgusting. Sorry. Just made me think of that.
from 1850 to 1944, the Counts of Eltz lived in Croatia and only
Okay.
spent a few weeks a year at the castle. So that was like almost 100 years where people only lived there for a few weeks at a time. So it's not like when people are there visiting the castle, like somebody's living there. They don't. Nobody lives there anymore.
What happened in
Uh,
1944?
yeah, I think that's. I don't know. There's different like handovers that happened
Yeah.
leading up to that, but in 1945, it became a museum, and
Okay, cool.
many restorations have been completed over like the last 200 years, really. Um, but not like major things. And the last person, or the current person, that's responsible for the property, Jacob, he got it in 2018. He was born in 1979 and is the 34th generation of the Eltz family to be responsible for the family castle.
Damn.
So, yeah.
They really like to
And
point their family tree. No.
it's kind of cool because his name, like Jacob, uh, the spelling and everything, like goes back really far. So when you're like reading through the lineage of the family, like that name appears almost every 50 years. It's like crazy. So it's like,
Ooh. Yeah,
yeah, when
that's
you
a real
start looking up,
solid
you're like,
family
oh,
name.
all of these names like repeat. So you're like, oh, who's this one? This is the 17th person I've seen named this in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Uh,
very traditional. It
yeah.
was like sometimes it's part of their culture and stuff too. Like you know how like you'll meet a lot of like maybe it's French Canadian, but like I think that might be why my middle name's Marie because like Marie is a
Mm.
typical French Canadian like, or I think it might be even like in a one book said like every girl's gonna have Marie as like a first name, but then they go by their middle name. Like there's some that are like sort of almost cultural like
Oh,
that, and
yeah.
you're like, okay. Plus, just like in Britain, there's
Yeah.
just like 10 million like Marys and Williams and like Josephs and everything. It's kind of funny.
The last thing I have is just that the Eltz forest that's surrounding the castle actually is kind of cool. So it's not just a forest, it offers numerous hiking trails. So there's like activities to do all around the castle if you're visiting it. And it
Nice.
also takes a bit of a walk to get there. I think something said it was maybe 2 kilometers, but you could take like a little trolley thing to get you there faster. So it's not like it's super accessible. Um,
You gotta make a day trip out of
but
it for sure.
yeah, there's all these beautiful hiking trails they have mapped out you can do. They also have outdoor areas for sports and recreation. I think something said there's like tennis courts and shit. Like, it's wild. Uh, it's like,
Oh,
okay,
that's
sure, why
so
not?
cute.
And yeah,
Wonderful.
like inside it's kind of still decorated. So they have a treasure room, I guess, that's full of gold and silver. There's ivory and china
Silver
items, along
and
with a bunch
gold.
of like historical weapons,
Oh,
which is kind
cool.
of a lot of history buffs will like historical weapons. They'll be like, yeah,
It's a poleaxe. That's a mace. That's
yeah.
a
I was just gonna
halberd.
say, show me the maze, show me the crossbow. Uh, show me
Tyrion
the
Lannister.
broadsword. Yeah, that's what I
Damn.
got. That's the Borg. Eltz Castle.
Borg Eltz. Is it ELTZ?
T. Yeah. Borg Eltz. It's
I like
very
it.
cool. I like it. Looks pretty. I liked Agnes Elt's story. That was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I really
too.
liked that. I was like, what a cool story.
Girl power.
Yeah. Right, I thought that was cool. It was like, yeah, your brothers aren't home, your dad's probably not home, and this like asshole's attacking your castle and killing people. Like, yeah, you fight back.
Damn. Yeah, it's funny. I started, maybe I'll do this one. Here's, you get those listicles, and I think maybe your castle
Yeah.
came up on one, and you're like, oh, that's a cool story. Oh, that one looks neat. And you're like, and then one was in Scotland. I'm like, have I talked about this one? Maybe mentioned it, because I know I mentioned like 17 of them that were now haunted, like castle hotels or whatever in Scotland. But then I went, with the one I told you about, which was in more Eastern Europe, I guess. So now we're moving from Western Europe to Eastern Europe and Romania. So we'll take a break and
very old.
come talk about Bran Castle. Damn it. Try to use my tracker again. It's not working. Must use mouse.
Yeah.
Compute just says no. All right. I'll be right back.
You meet someone, you fall in love, and then one day, you wind up dead. Welcome to Love and Murder, Heartbreak to Homicide, the podcast that explores the true crime stories of relationships that started with passion and ended with murder. I'm Kai, your host, and every week I take you through a case of doomed bonds, from jealousy-fueled killings to shocking betrayal. If you like true crime with emotion, raw honesty, passionate rants, and a lot of jaw-dropping moments, this show is for you. Full episodes drop Mondays, mini cases every Wednesday and Friday. Go to murderandlove.com, that's love and murder backwards, murderandlove.com. Hit follow on your platform preference and get pulled into the darkest side of love.
Bird.
Right here. Why you just wake up? Oof. You're very cute. I know. You're so very cute.
Hot dog downstairs. He's kind of panting. I think the heat went up a little too much, and then we had the oven on.
Yeah.
He's just so fluffy. Does Gordo get super hot? Because he's so fluffy.
No, not that I've ever noticed.
I mean, I guess you can't really tell with cats because they don't pant to sweat. But
no, he'll lie on like the floor, like he won't go up high.
Yeah, he likes to lay on the cool floor sometimes, I bet.
Yeah. But then sometimes it's like super, super hot, and I'll be like hot and sweaty in the house, especially in the summer, and he'll just want to cuddle with me. And I'm like, buddy, like it's just too hot for you to lay on me.
Yeah, you're like, I can't be that much cooler.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm warm and you're warm. Warm and warm does not make cold.
Oh, shit. My stupid headphones.
Are you just pawing at me? Hi. I am petting you.
There we go.
I am giving you attention.
Okay. Okay, so today, class, we're going to tell you about Bran Castle. Listen up, Gordo.
Yeah, Gordo's ready.
What do you
He's
know?
pouring straight into the mic. Buddy.
Especially because he thinks he can knock it over, and he probably could.
I know, his face is like an inch from it. Hey.
can really stretch too.
Yeah.
Just how long he can get. So Bran Castle, is sometimes called Bran Fortress, was built by the order of King Louis of Anjou in the late 1300s. So she old also.
Yeah, very old.
And similarly sits strategically atop a pass connecting Transylvania with Wallachia. Oh no, pronunciation.
I know. I was
Should
like,
I?
W's are V's in German, right?
Right? Aren't
It's like,
they?
yeah.
And
I was
I
like,
also,
so Weiss is Vice. I was like,
yeah.
what's this? What's this town or city called?
Yeah, although it's like, yeah, I'm usually like, just how to pronounce this. Although, because I try to guess like that, where you're like, is it, yeah, Wallachia? And then if it's like a J, might it be pronounced like a Y?
Yeah.
But also, I will try and get an image or two. I'm not even anywhere near folder, but it is also very, very pretty. Is all that to say. Kind of looming on amidst the forest. Similar to the one you picked, but like they are both very pretty. Not so many turrets. Some turrets.
Yeah.
Reddish turrets. I didn't put pictures up. This is what I have not been doing.
Don't rub your face on the mic. That's not what it's there for.
What?
It's like, I can't comb my whiskers with the mic. You just cover it in hair and it's gross.
Anyway, I'll put those up in a minute. Or it's definitely easily Googleable. So,
yeah.
Since the 1200s, saw a big wave of migrants into Transylvania from the Asian steppes, there was a bigger need for someone to hold the pass and protect the area. And the young Hungarian state was introduced. Oh, I just thought that was kind of a fun fact. This doesn't really have to do with it, but the young Hungarian state, it's not really country yet, whatever, was introduced to Christianity through a King Stephen, which I was just like, oh, King, comma Stephen. No, just made me laugh. Think of Stephen King. Why do some names sound like they shouldn't be old enough to be like King, like Jamali or something modern sounding? You're like, what?
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't know.
Gordo, you're being annoying now.
And as I said when you were talking, there was a lot of history on the one website, and I accidentally wrote down too much, and then just pared it down because I was like,
yeah,
guess what? None of this matters. All it was to say, there was shit going on. Europe's reforming, organizing the Hungarian sovereignty. If that's how you say it. He's headbutting you now. He's very bored. He's like the class clown. You start to talk and he's just like, pay attention. Passing notes.
He just went to go into his box, and then so I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then he immediately came over like, boom, headbutt.
You got something to share with the class, Gordo. Meanwhile, a group called the Cumans moved into the Carpathian Mountains, making the Hungarians a bit nervous. King Andrew may have called in the Teuton Knights, but nobody seemed too sure about that. Several paragraphs in. There doesn't seem to be any real trace of these guys. No crusaders detriment left behind, so who knows. But there was a growing need for some sort of, castle or whatever.
Yeah. Always need a castle.
Oh, yeah. A fort, something. King Louis ordered its construction during his duration there, which, this was one of the timelines, the 1377 to 88. So, yeah, it went back quite a ways also. They continued their campaign into the Balkans, clashed with Wallachia, all the while overseeing the speedy building of the Bran Castle, and they put it exactly where it would intercept the road to Transylvania and protect Hungarian customs,
Hmm.
i.e., like trade goods, not like
Yeah.
traditions. Yeah.
Yeah, just like mine. It's like in between the
Yeah.
markets and the farmland. Perfect
I was like,
situation to watch over everything.
oh, yeah. Strategically placed.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, along with an existing fort called something like Severin, and another one to be built in progress, Talmasiu, they formed a defensive chain down the southern border, and it still stands guarding Braun's Pass today, looming over the landscape even as it blends and melts into it. Because it kind of seems to just like
Hmm.
be built on that hill and then kind of like melt into the hillside, which is very cool looking. So a bunch of Ottoman conflicts and stuff happened. Oh, and that's where I said
Yeah.
that I wrote down too much of it. um, but there was some haunts, which I was surprised and delighted to discover. Um,
Dracula?
but also they call it Dracula's castle, even though
Yeah.
nobody named Dracula ever really probably lived there. But that's okay. It's still a very good
Yeah.
inspiration.
I think I covered it on like one of our
What?
first castle episodes. Yeah. But it was just like a
Really?
paragraph. Like what I think we each
Mm.
covered a whole bunch of castles. Like
Oh, I know.
so yeah, but
We were
I had
so
never done a deep dive or anything on it.
we were so young and innocent. every, every
Yeah.
last castle episode, I remember I'm like, I don't think I talked about any of them in depth. So stupid. Okay, no, I did not remember that. um, yeah, good for Romanian tourism, and sucks not to suck modern day Hungary because it's now considered part of Romania. Um, the main ghosts are the White Lady. Tick your bingo cards. Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Lady in
White Lady,
Red, the White Lady, the
lady and something. She
giggling
seems.
children. There.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. She seems to be a noblewoman who once lived on site. Legend has she was betrayed in some fashion by either a lover, scandalous, or even just accused wrongly of treason by someone close to her.
Those are very different things.
Yeah, it seemed to be like suffice it to say she was betrayed somehow. You're like, okay. So
Yeah.
are the legends, right? I was gonna say, even modern day, we only ever remember, one narrative from the media usually. Terrible. But anyway, there's a mysterious monk. Um, his ghost hangs around the old chapel and particularly in the corridors. And sadly, he allegedly was bricked up alive after breaking his vows.
Oh damn! I was gonna say you don't hear about like monks haunting places. I don't think I've ever heard of that before, but I didn't
Yeah,
think so. A disgraced monk. Okay.
I guess. How very like
Yeah.
Casco the Amontillado or whatever that Edgar Allan Poe story is. And that was all I had really found on that. Sorry. Um, third ghost apparition has sort of a trigger warning for child death, so can't really
Hmm.
trigger warning that without saying what it is. But during a massacre, during a brutal siege, probably those damn Ottomans, it left many children dead, unfortunately. And their ghostly laughter can be heard. The bingo
Oh,
card
there's
again.
another. Yeah. Take a
I was
shot.
like, similarities. However, they're often also heard in the courtyard or in the garden or seen playing hide and seek where they vanish behind the trees.
Ooh, that's kind of cute and creepy.
I know, that one like really gave me like an image in my head.
Yeah, way to make a fun children's game creepy.
I'm like, you've seen hide and seek, have you? But I always think the movie's called that, but it's not called hide and seek. It's called Ready or Not. But it's basically like the horror movie version where she has to play hide and seek.
Yeah.
Like,
It's because that
kind of on her honeymoon almost.
that all I remember is Robert De Niro is in the movie called Hide and Seek, and I can't remember who he's with.
Oh, maybe an older one. Dakota Fanning? I don't know. I got nothing. That was just a shot in the dark. Or like,
I can never remember. Yeah, love that movie.
This reminds me of the. I will get back to anyway. Not a tangent, but like in the beginning of the intro of the deep dive podcast, where they're like, "This is the one that no one's listened to, and we can guarantee you one thing: we're not going to Google anything because we're just too damn tired." And they're like, "Yes, we could sit here and try to Google ourselves, but we know you're going to do it anyway." So no.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Dracula connection.
Vlad the Impaler
/ Bram Stoker. I really, it's hard. You've been right, Bran Castle, and then you have to write Bram Stoker. And I was like, does he just like how the castle is so similar to his first name? So,
I don't know. It's like,
I don't know, stupid observation. But so Vlad Tepes, aka Vlad III, Vlad Dracule / the Impaler, as he's probably more famously known as, was born in 1431 in Sighisoara, Transylvania. Probably said that wrong. Nowadays, Romania. He and his dad, Daddy Vlad, part of the Order
Vlad
of the
the
Dragon. Right?
My dad, Vlad. It's a sitcom.
It could so be an 80s sitcom. I can hear the intro music now.
It's like, my dad's Vlad the Impaler.
Your dad's embarrassing too. Oh, God.
Shoving spikes up people's assholes. Vlad the Impaler. Laugh track.
I didn't even get to that detail. Okay.
Who doesn't know that detail? Come on. How else?
Yeah. No, it is funny though, because he's one of those ones where like, I'm like, yeah, doesn't everybody know Vlad the Impaler? I feel like he was in like all our first kids' books of morbid things, but then I haven't like done a deep dive or anything, so the assholes never came into my research play recently. Maybe that's just the titillating teen books.
I don't know. How else do you impale people?
Torso, I don't know.
Boring.
I haven't even finished this paragraph.
Okay. Continue.
But also now I'm thinking of something. I don't even think I was listening to a whole podcast. I think it was an ad for a podcast where someone was like, and then they gave the command for the elephant to sit, and he sat right down on my head, and my head went up his asshole, and I was like, that's not real. And they're like, didn't you die? He's like, I was trying to scream.
Oh.
What the fuck? Thanks for unearthing that memory from earlier today that I did not care to look further into.
Oh, and out there Googling, do human heads fit inside elephants' asses?
And now half the people that heard that are curious, like I would be, because I'm always like, what did they say? Podcast.
Rewind.
Please be kind. Rewind, as Erica would say. Stranger Things. Okay, so the Order of the Dragon is a chivalric order dedicated to defending Christianity in Eastern Europe. I guess that's kind of cool, as long as they're not dicks about it.
Yeah, they probably were.
Right? Like, he was part of this, so he probably thought everything he did was for the greater good, or whatever. But I do think he probably killed the people they say he killed, whereas when they talk about, like, Elizabeth Bathory and how she may have got more of a a bad rap because also
Yeah.
she was powerful or more rich than some of the people around there, and they probably slandered her or something. So Dracula, from son of Dracule / that means the dragon, from the Latin Draco, as in
Malfoy.
Malfoy. So he was the second son of four Blooders. Blooders! Vlad the Bloodthirsty. Should I just give up?
Vampires. She's got vampires on the...
I know. Can't speak, can't think. Yeah, no, he did have 3 other brothers, I guess. Also, a really hard word to type, by the way. Always write it Borthers.
Borthers? Oh.
It's just what my fingers want to type, okay? So Vlad and one of his Borthers were sent to the Ottomans to the court of Sultan Murad II at a young age. So it said about 1442, so I guess he would have been like not even, or 10 or 11 maybe.
Oh, okay.
So they sent as hostages. This kind of seems very Game of Thronesy, where they had wards sent to the other wards. And this was to ensure his father's loyalty, and had a major impact on Vlad's early sense of power, loyalty, probably fear, they said, stuff like that. And then Vlad returned in 1448, having been informed of the assassination of his father and elder brother at the hands of a Wallachian boyars or nobles the year before. So they killed his daddy.
Damn. He's probably happy to not be home then. He
Yeah.
could have been dead too.
True. Yeah. So this is like almost as like when I calculated how old he would have been, like Queen Elizabeth. In 1456, and I assume age 25, he took the throne of Wallachia and then began a fierce campaign of getting and retaining power and protecting his stronghold. He quickly became known for his brutality and kill count. And one of the most famous accounts of his cruelty was during one invasion of the Ottoman Empire. It's all about those Ottomans, baby. Quote, when Sultan Mehmed II marched onto Wallachia with a vast army, he was met with a forest of impaled corpses, a grisly warning from Vlad. Another source said he impaled men, women, children, whoever. Sometimes he had them burnt alive. Notably, Leonicus Chalcondyles. That might be Greek.
There's no way to know.
Yeah, I was like, this guy's the author of the Histories, apparently, which provides this gruesome description of the Ottoman massacre. The Sultan's army entered into the area of the impalements, which was 17 stades long and 7 stades wide. There were large stakes there on which, as it were said, about 20,000 men, women, and children had been spitted. There were infants too affixed to their mothers on the stakes, and birds had made their nests in their entrails.
Lovely.
Really gross. But he was apparently good at strengthening the defenses. I would imagine people would be a little afeared of you.
I mean, I hear that and I go, 20,000? 20,000 corpses? Who has the time to do that to 20,000 people? Like, Jesus.
Seriously.
You have to make all the stakes, fucking pile drive them into the ground. Like, that's a lot of work.
At one time, you're right. You're not like, you know, just swapping them out like you're cooking dinner. Like, I'm sorry. But he apparently also made laws to protect poor peasants from abuse from nobles and promoted trades. So I guess there's that to be said of him.
Only the ones he cared about.
Someday someone defending Trump. Oh no, just kidding. His infamy spread across Europe, and particularly German and Russian pamphlets would portray him as like a very bloody, brutal tyrant. However, he seemed to get more of a a nice edit at home in modern day Romania, where he was written of as more of a folk hero type figure.
That's crazy.
No, yeah, propaganda, right?
Just love murdering children. Woo!
And you should too.
Yeah.
He didn't really ever seem to live at the castle itself, yet, still gets the name. He likely may have passed through it, but the inspiration does kind of seem to stand. Like when you look at it, the story like that Bram Stoker wrote, he was an Irish author, published Dracula in 1897. And Stoker's Dracula is a Transylvanian nobleman and vampire who moved to England in search of new blood to spread the undead curse. So, it seems to be similar. The name, the personality, etc. And it was kind of cemented in the many adaptations to come. In particular, the one that would, really define the icon status and accent of the character, the 1931 movie with Bela Lugosi, of course. He's famous. He played Dracula. But with his distinct widow's peak and black cape and Hungarian American accent, that he became the Dracula we know today. So he just so happened to be like from that actual area that Vlad Dracule was. So kind of cool. Ha ha ha. The setting was perfect for the story to grow, with Romanian folklore featuring is it Strigoi? Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Okay. The undead creatures feared by residents.
Yeah.
So even though Bram Stoker had never been to Romania, I think the Strigoi still have such a strong association with the area that he probably took that and the whole Vlad thing and rolled with it. And as recently as 2003, there was a case reported on a body being suspected of being Strigoi, so it still kind of runs strong. We might have touched on this when we recently did our kind of vampire. We did a nice.
Yeah, I did like the vampire burials and stuff that they do to people that they suspect of being vampires or that could possibly come back as a vampire.
Exactly, and it's exactly that kind of like superstition that we're talking about here.
Yeah.
Enough so that
thankfully most of those things seem to all be like related to like after somebody's already dead. So it's just desecrating a corpse. It's not murdering people.
I know, but it's crazy that I was like, wow, this like a case that happened within like the last 20-ish years in Romania, where like a man named Peter, I think Toma, and desecrated his death. He was just a simple laborer who died after working in the fields in a remote village in southwest Romania, Maritinino de Sus. Never a super healthy man. He had struggled with illness and alcohol abuse and then died in an accident in December 2003. And strangely enough, not long after, it was his sister who noticed that her daughter was not well and kind of blamed it on his being a Strigoi. So scared as I'm sure she was because her daughter was ill or whatever, she was like, oh, it's because it's the Strigoi and they are restless spirits that suck the life out of living relatives. So there was like 6 men. They came and took out his heart, burnt it, and drank the ashes in a glass of water, said Elizabeth, a neighbor. Since the grim cocktail seemingly cured the girl, no one said much at first. And it's actually kind of just like kept on the down low in a place like this where they wouldn't usually get the cops involved, I guess. But then the deceased Toma's daughter complained and they were charged with illegally exhuming the corpse. They still see it as signs of Strigoi if the child is born feet first or with placenta still attached. So it's just very strong in that region. All that to say. Basically, that like the rest of the history they had after the Ottoman invasion, the castle remained mostly untouched until Queen Marie of Romania stayed there in the 20th century, and she restored and modernized the castle. So there was some restoration, and
Nice.
it definitely has not been held by the same family.
No.
Excuse me.
They almost never are. Which is like
No.
somebody invades, takes over the land.
Even if you try to be incestuous. No. Just she left it to her daughter, Princess Eliana, upon her death in 1938. And then guess who took it next? I'm setting you up. It's not the Nazis. It's the commies in 1948. Cold War. Anyway, but so all that to say, it's been a fortress, a confrontation station, a customs house, a museum, and that's basically what it is today. A historic site that offers tours, night tours even.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
You can get the full, like from the beginning to the full package. The castle entrance only starts at about 16 euros. I love that we both were like, here's the dark tourism.
Yeah.
And like leaned into that. Their next ticket is the torture chamber pack, which includes the castle entrance plus torture chamber access. Lovely.
Do you get put on the rack and you can just like finally get all your bones cracked? Like your whole back cracked the way that will never be achievable again in your entire life. It just feels so good.
I would do an episode on medieval torture devices because I heard a pretty interesting episode about how a lot of them were never around in medieval times and were just made up afterward to make us look like barbarians. I don't know. It was interesting. I think it was on Noble Blood, but yeah. Mm-hmm. The next one really got my interest peaked. It was called the Secret Passage Pack, castle entrance plus torture chamber access plus secret time tunnel access. Like, what does that even mean?
A time tunnel? We're time travelers?
That's where my mind goes, but
that's
because I'm poisoned by Outlander. And finally, you could do the Dracula's full experience, skip the line, all of the above from 33 euros. But no, I did not even Google what the time tunnel was. And that was a lot of restraint on my part because I had already written a lot at this point.
And
yeah.
33 euros for the most expensive package? That doesn't even sound like that much.
I know, but they're like from that, so you know that's their low point that they're selling you on.
Yeah, I guess.
But it does still seem like very reasonable. And I will have to ask my sister, who sent me a magnet from there, which tour she got to do when she visited. She went like last year, I think. Yeah.
Cool.
If damn, look at me go. I thought I could get it done in 45 minutes, and I have 2 more fun facts. That's it.
We did it. We did the unachievable.
Look how
it's still going to be an hour and a half long.
No, I know, but I'm like, sometimes I can talk fast and not tangent when I'm tired.
Yeah.
Okay, so a fun fact. First fun fact. Bram's great-grandnephew is working on a Dracula prequel book. So...
Oh my god.
His name is Dr. Stoker. I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
Oh. That's cool.
I know. Still got the same last name. So cool. Is basing the book on his ancestors' journals and, quote, family lore that he found. And it says, I believe it's going to be called Dracule, and it will focus on Bram and his family, and the film rights have already been snapped up by Andy Muschietti. And I'm going to go with that. And he is the director of It. So I think
okay.
The latest
like,
It
why is that
movies.
name familiar?
Right? I thought it sounded familiar too. And I'm like, I don't even know if the book's published yet, but it's already like...
Yeah, it's already... That's the thing now.
Adapted.
There's... Yeah, people own the rights to stuff before things are even published. Jesus.
I thought they were going to make a movie about that Dear David crazy Twitter thread I read or whatever. I thought we talked about that one on the pod. And I was like, and of course they're going to make a movie. But I don't remember ever seeing it. It was like
I don't know. The thing with like...
little boy. Yeah.
Yeah, the thing with like viral things is once people move on, it's kind of by the time you try and make a movie about it, it's like the fucking what, like Angry Birds movie? Did anybody care when they made the movie like 3 years
I
after
don't
Angry
know.
Birds was the rage? Like, I don't know.
I don't know, but uh, I do know that Rain and I were kind of excited about the Super Mario Galaxy movie because they really did quite a good job with Super Mario
See, that
movie.
one, that I don't view as like a thing because Mario
No.
Brothers has been around for like decades. It's not
Oh
like a
yeah, it's
one
like
hit viral whatever
established
and then gone.
IP.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Um, no, I agree with you there. Angry Birds. Um, okay, this one was finally just happened to come up because when I was doing my notes and listening to Sinisterhood, they were doing an episode on third man syndrome factor, which we have covered, which is like you're alone or
Yeah.
with one other person and you feel like there's another presence with you, like a second or third man, quote unquote. And all of a sudden she was like, "Oh yeah," and then it wasn't it like Bram Stoker's cousin Nick or whatever, and I was like, "What?" Someone else in Bram Stoker's family had a third man experience. Cue me
Oh.
trying to Google it by entering Bram Stoker cousin Nick third man story. Nothing was coming up. That's because his name was Henry. So thanks, Heather, on Sinisterhood. I don't know if you were kidding, but she may have just said Nick erroneously. Um, but yeah, he was a cousin of Brahms, who was serving in the Royal Navy in World War II and was captured, spent 3 years as a prisoner of war in the Ottoman Empire, good old Ottomans again, and he was often placed in solitary confinement, which drove him so
Yeah.
crazy with only the bugs for company most days that he decided to escape. So he and two other seamen take off from camp and kept running, and they reported feeling a comforting presence along their way the whole time they were on the run. Even though after 18 days they were recaptured, then they all spoke with a spirit or presence they felt, which is kind of unusual because a lot of times the third man is like, it will actually only be one person who's alone in the wilderness and they'll feel like a second presence, not like a third. Like
Yeah.
it's not often felt like but a whole group or two or three people. So that one was kind of cool
Weird.
too. And I was just like, how did that come up when I was already doing the research on this guy
Yeah.
that led to this guy? Synchronicities, baby. But that's that's my notes. That's my story.
Very cool. I always like that one.
Yeah, I feel like some
It's just like
like
classic haunted, creepy castle. It's like one of the first ones most people think of. It's like,
yeah, or you book when you're a kid.
can't
And it's
not
like,
think of it.
did you know that there was this creepy person? Or like people get obsessed with the Titanic because it's like the first like big disaster and like loss of life they like look at. And I was like, oh, that's interesting that people say that because I was like, I don't know. I thought that was just something that we got obsessed with as kids for a while. And then like, didn't everybody go through like a World War II phase where they were like morbidly curious about why all those people died? Or was that just me? Like, I think it's just that.
Only when I had to through school. It's like,
Morbidly curious, also terrified of anything that like sounded like war. Part of that museum in Fredericton where it was like meant to be like you're going through like a foxhole, kind of like the sounds of war around you and
oh,
like you're in the trenches. It scared me to death. I was like, I probably had a fucking past life where I literally died so fast in one of the world wars because it just scared me so bad.
oh, I've never done that.
Yeah, I can watch war movies and stuff. Don't get me wrong. I don't know, but like some of that stuff, like even though I would like read Anne Frank's diary and all those other ones, like just in fascination, it still terrified me like to death.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, wow. Sorry.
We did it, guys.
We did. Look at me going 6 pages or less. So next time we'll have some time. We'll talk about some stuff. I don't know. You guys can let us know what's going on with you, and we'll maybe
Yeah.
have some more updates. But right now, I'm just happy it's February and the days are getting longer, and we're all getting through it.
So happy about that. Oh my god.
Makes a big difference. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like not 4 p.m. and dark outside. I'm like, what time is it? It's got to be like 7 or 8. And I'm like, oh, 4.
Sometimes when I'm going to work now, it's even a little bit light out.
Yeah.
For 8 a.m. I don't have to work tomorrow, though. That was the nice thing. And then I discovered we both didn't have to work tomorrow, but we were both tired. So now we both better go to bed.
I got to wind down first, and then I'll go to bed.
Truly, though. Well, that sounds good. Go cuddle with Mr. Gordo wherever he went.
I don't know. He ditched me after he like walked between me and the mic and shoved his ass in my face. I was like,
that's
okay,
kids
bye,
for you.
I guess. Yeah.
Just kidding.
I'm gonna leave the room, but sniff my butt while I'm leaving.
Akitas, they're like cats that way, where you're like, your tail is up now, sir. I can see your asshole, and I don't like it.
Yeah. Have some decorum.
All right. Well, next time in a couple weeks, we should be back for some crime and
yeah,
some spree killers. Yes.
Yeah. Woo! So exciting.
Just hold on, guys. We're all gonna make it through.
Yeah.
We're still talking about historic cases and things that aren't the here and now, I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't really done spree killers as an episode topic before. And if you guys have any suggestions for true crime or paranormal episodes you'd like to see, maybe drop us a comment, message us. We would love suggestions, feedback.
True.
Anything.
Same for Patreon, because we kind of put out the call on there as to like what segments you guys liked while I'm trolling like the Reddit's Am I the Asshole and relationship advice and unpopular opinion, which that one's always kind of interesting. Yeah, so definitely let us know. And yeah, that's all I got. Keep it cryptic.
Yeah. Bye.
Thank you for listening to Castles and Cryptids. We love all our listeners and appreciate every subscriber, every new review, every listen, rate, and download. Our music is by Kobe Off Air, and our cover art is by Antonio Garcia. We are also a proud member of Darkcast Network, where you can find the best and spookiest of all indie podcasts. Follow us on social media, where we are at Castles and Cryptids on mostly all of the things, now including TikTok. Check out our bonus content on Patreon. Cryptid clashes, video minisodes of your hosts making asses of themselves, Ask Me Anything, quizzes, other special episodes, and more. Starting at just $2 a month, you can get 1 to 2 extra episodes, depending on your level. We produce, edit, and research everything ourselves, and any support you can lend helps us to keep it cryptic. I know. Why are they all web files?
This website won't let you save it.
But those are all the clear pictures. All right. I'm also still sort of losing my voice. So.
Oh no.
Good luck to us. All right. Shall I intro?
Yeah. Oh, Mr. Yanni, what you yawning for? Huh? All you do is sleep all day.